I did my research on rewards in the workplace, and to go even further in depth, I did it on rewards in the workplace for individuals. I'll start off with a quote: "Do this, and you'll get that." Pretty much sums it up for rewards. If you do this, I'll give you that. I mean, that's what rewards basically are. Of the many different type of rewards, they go from types of recognition to incentives to giving flexible hours to handwritten notes to money, reserved parking spots, giving the employee the opportunity to choose their own project, and also one of the most obvious is simply just saying thank you. That goes a long way. To start off on the first reward, recognition, you can do it publicly, which you can also do it personal, or written, or electronic. Electronic could be by email, written could be a thank you note, or any kind of note. Personal praise could be you go to the person's desk and you personally tell them thank you for the job you did. And then publicly, you could, in the company's like a newsletter that goes out to the whole company, you could put in like the employee's picture or their name or something like that, and then next to it put what they did. And then that way, when the newsletter gets sent out to the whole company, everybody reads about it, and that's a great way to get publicly recognized in the company. Another type of reward would be given flexible hours. As stated by Dan Tynan, if there's one free reward that rises above the rest, it's flexible work schedules. And I definitely believe in that. To me, personally, if I had a choice between wanting more money or flexible hours, as long as I was making enough money through the job to live, then money wouldn't really matter to me. I would just rather have some flexible hours. Flexible hours is pretty self-explanatory. It's just that, flexible hours. Some people may not agree that flexible hours is at the top of the list, and they might say that money's better, but I still think flexible hours is definitely at the top. Another reward, obviously, is money. That reward will probably never grow old. No one's ever going to turn down money. I probably would never turn down money. If somebody told me to do something for the job, like a career that I had, and they said, hey, can you do this? We'll pay you overtime or something like that, I probably would do it. I don't really mind working a couple extra hours to make double the money or something. I mean, I don't really mind it. Especially in today's society where people revolve around money and you need money to live, that's exactly why money will never grow old as a reward for individuals. It's just everybody needs it to live. What else? Another reward that may not be very ethical at times are bribes or incentives. A lot of them can be low-key, but sometimes a bribe from a boss to an employee, coworker, hey, do this and I'll give you a Rolex or something. That might be pretty rare, but it does happen. There's cases like that, and depending on the employee that received it, it may not be such a good thing to do, but they might end up suing the company, who knows. But that could go either way. When it comes to what works the best, I would definitely say all of them work, but some probably work better than others. Like I said earlier, I still think the best one, I think what works the most is money, but I think what people like the most would be flexible hours, or at least that's what I think, and I believe that's what I would want. Flexible hours means more to me than money. As for most appreciated, that would definitely go into the category of recognition. I mean, a lot of these rewards deal with certain, like, you get a feeling from it. You know, you get more money, you feel good about yourself. you get publicly recognized, you feel good about yourself. All of this stuff makes you feel good. But I think the bottom line is that through recognition, that definitely is number one on making the person feel good. And it could even make somebody's day great. So, in conclusion, out of the whole list, I would probably put money at the top. Although I said flexible hours is probably liked more than money, and money works, I still think money is number one. I don't know. It's tough. It's like 50-50 battle between the two. And although there are many other rewards out there, I think the rewards that I talked about were the most obvious rewards and the ones that work the best. And like I had said, a lot of these rewards also go even deeper than just the reward itself. A lot of this has to do with the feeling, and that is the basis of what I'm trying to make a point of, in that all these rewards and stuff lead to a feeling. So recognition, that is huge. I mean, that would make my day if my boss came to me and closed my door or whatever office I was in and gave me a 5-minute conversation on how good they thought I was doing. I'd be the happiest person in the world. And on that note, I'll leave it at that.